Welcome to WB Mason Postgame Extra exclusively on SNY.TV. Saturday at Citi Field, the Mets made it 6 wins in their last 7 games as they came from behind twice to beat the Miami Marlins 5-4. Huge pinch hits for Chris Young, a 2-run homer to tie it in the 7th, and Eric Campbell, the go-ahead hit with 2 out in the game.
We've had some big wins. That might be the biggest win of the year right there for us, and for a lot of reasons. Number one, we talked about coming into the homestand and having a good homestand, and then Chris Young, who's, he really had a rough first half to come through in a big way. It's great for him. He's a tremendous teammate, and guys only want him to have success. And so, it was, there's a lot of pieces to that win today. That's why it's big.
I don't think you can find any player that says they're tired of hitting home runs. So it's a feeling that you love to have, and to be able to square a ball up, it's not a better feeling in sports.
Well, it makes the manager look like a genius, and this is what happens. That's why they say it takes 25 to win. Well, 2 guys off the bench that had big clutch hits. The Mets were down 2-0 at one point. They came back in the bottom of the 5th with Terry Collins put the squeeze on. Tejada put it down beautifully. They scored 2 to tie. The Marlins came right back to go up 4-2. Mets came back with a pinch hit home run down 4-2 by Chris Young, who has been struggling. Hits a first pitch slider for a home run to tie the ball game. Murphy makes an outstanding play that saves a run in the top of the next inning, and with runners on first and second, that would have put the Marlins ahead. Then Campbell comes up, a pinch hitting, and a 2-2 backdoor slider, and he just gets a beautiful single up the middle. The Mets win. Mejia comes in for his 10th.
Carlos with a great inning, Mejia with an awesome save. Murphy pulled me out there on the line drive, which we're always due for a web gym here and there. But it's nice to be able to go out and compete with these guys. There's nothing more fun.
It was a roller coaster game. A lot of ups, a lot of downs, but we just kept fighting, and it shows where all our heads are at right now, and we're all having fun.
Great job by Dice today. Bullpen came into their job. It was a nice win. It was a really nice win.
Mets got 3 innings of scoreless relief after Daisuke Matsuzaka went 6. Daisuke had an odd day in that he struck out 10. First time he'd done that in 7 years, but he walked 4 and gave up 4 runs.
Well, he was victimized by Granderson on a line drive to right field, right at him. He misjudged it. He thought it wasn't hit as good as it was. It went to the wall. That cost him a couple runs right there. But I thought Daisuke threw well. He didn't give up a lot of hits. Again, his walks have hurt him. But he threw a credible ball game and kept his club in the game. And, hey, the Mets right now are playing the best baseball they've played all year. They're coming from behind. They're playing good defense. They've had good pitching all year. Everything's clicking on all cylinders, and it couldn't be at a more perfect time.
Daisuke's done everything we've asked him to do. Everything. He pitched very well today. He looked up and they had 2 hits and 2 runs, and he kept us in the game and went deep in the game, threw a lot of pitches. It doesn't bother him. He isn't fazed by it. He knows all the talk that's going on, that Nisa's coming back and maybe next week and somebody's got. He doesn't care. Dice just wants to pitch. And you know what? We're very, very lucky to have him on this club, because no matter what happens next week, we know when we put him in the game, we're going to get all the effort he can give us.
Well, the Mets are 7-2 on the homestand. Their final game before the All-Star break is Sunday as they go for the sweep of the Marlins. Jacob deGrom will be on the mound for New York. We'll have our coverage on SNY beginning with Pepsi pregame live at 12:30 on Sunday afternoon. That'll do it for WB Mason Postgame Extra. Be sure to join us after every game for exclusive coverage on SNY.TV.